Pero coño! ¡Ah!
Bro is always making the most cursed fucking things imaginable and they end up turning out great somehow.
Let's clean these puppies up. And then we're gonna set up the old double boiler. Alright, I think we're ready. Here we go. The chocolate does not want to adhere to the ravioli.
I left 3 to 4 hours ago
those...
and wasn't expecting to see the stream still going. You need to take a break and relax for a while. Dealing with us isn't healthy.
You say that as if I haven't been doing this for like so many years already.
Sprinkles while the chocolate's still hot. We're gonna let that cool down and then we're gonna give it a try. Well, okay, here we go. It's the moment of truth. Okay, here we go. It's really not as bad as you think it would be. I would describe the first moment as unpleasant, but everything after
That's
that...
the point.
My pet is
Fair
having a
enough.
tough time. Your streams are a comfort as always. Thank you, Zen. Thanks, chat.
It's pretty, it's okay. I need it once for the novelty and then probably never again. You get a burst of tomatoed meat flavor followed by a whole bunch of chocolate. So it's interesting, but it's not very good. So I'm gonna have to give the chocolate dip beef ravioli a 2 out of 5. Bop, 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 bop.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be the most strongest fucking scented thing I've ever seen. I can smell it through the fucking screen.
First
Oh,
time
I can just
am mad
already
at
taste
him.
it, dude.
I can't believe he ruined a good can of ravioli for that.
Who discovered what herbs are.
Holy
now,
shit.
The best thing about cilantro is that it breaks people down into 2 groups. Either you find cilantro absolutely delicious, or you did something in a previous life to incur God's wrath. Well, it looks like,
Whoever suggests
Oh
that,
my god,
send
dude.
that guy to 18th floor of hell. And force him to eat pasta with ketchup.
Oh.
Well, have you ever been to the zoo? Here we go.
That
Oh,
must
my
smell so
God.
good.
Your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
That looks like Hulk's
I
poop.
think this steak could use a sear. Here we go again.
That is absolutely fucking killing me, by the way. Holy shit.
Coriander Zentenom.
Alright, let's open it up, see how we did. We got a medium. Here we go! That's a big barrel of disappointment. It's dry and it's bland. It's almost as if we just boiled a steak in water. I think when we cooked the cilantro, it completely muted the flavor. It tastes like boiled, almost almost salt and pepper bait. So I'm gonna have to give the cilantro steak a 1 out of 5.
That's the part is you
Okay,
boiled it so
listen,
all the flavor
all
just
of you may
disappeared.
judge this cilantro steak, but his shit is gonna be smelling
Hello,
super
everyone.
fresh. Big brain.
Hello everyone.
Funny.
This is
His
Running
fingers
on
were green
Empty
after that cilantro
Food
steak.
Review. Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome one and all to this newest edition of the Running on Empty Food Review series. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. Thank you for checking in. Very straightforward review. I got a lot of requests for this one, so I want to get right into it. McDonald's has released a new themed meal, as I'm sure you could see from the box. And like I said, a lot of people want to know what it's about, what's in it. Along with the meal, they've released a new sauce as well. I'll be trying that out in today's review. So essentially, I'm just going to breeze through things and just give a brief overview of what exactly this meal is, what's in it, are you going to get your money's worth, right? What does this new sauce taste like? We're going to find all that out today. This is the McDonald's Minecraft movie meal. And they're going obviously for a little bit of an alliterative effect there with the name. The Minecraft movie meal.
McDonald's. This guy is fucking
essentially
loaded.
themed, I suppose, after a Minecraft movie that's coming out, which Minecraft, it's still going. I mean, it's still going strong. Don't get me wrong. This meal, though,
I may not
comes,
stop by here often, but when I do, it's always a good time. You have a nice variety of content, and I like your style. Your VTuber models never fail to impress.
You get a medium fry,
Cavalje Caphal supported nerd.
and a limited edition collectible. Okay, so that's what's in this meal right here. Again, you can get the Big Mac or a 10-piece chicken nuggets. Comes with some special branding, medium fries, a drink. I got a Coca-Cola, and then a collectible of sorts. Alright, here's the thing, and then we'll talk about the sauce next.
I do like the freaking box, dude.
McDonald's is going to hate me for this. I couldn't care less, honestly. Go ahead and hate me. Do you want to know what the price of this is?
You have $12 or $14. I'm gonna guess one of those two. It can't be $25. That'd be insane. There would be such an uproar about that. It's either $12 or $14.
How much I had to pay for this meal? You go ahead, just take a guess. Just name a number. What do you think I had to pay for this? Remember, a Big Mac or 10-piece nuggets, not both, just one or the other, a medium fries,
12
a drink,
or 14?
and a toy. How much did I have to spend on this? $15. It was actually over $15 just for this. $15. Try to justify that price.
Helloings,
How
and
is
just
this
have
worth
to say
$15?
you're
That's
such
insane.
an amazing stream. Much love.
How
Hope
is
you're
a
having an amazing
glorified
day. Lily
Big Mac
Peppy
meal
hyped Zentreya.
or a chicken McNugget meal worth $15? It disgusts me, quite frankly. And, wow, Reviewbrah,
Just
way
because
to
it's a
kill the
collab.
atmosphere. I don't care. The price of this disgusts me. $15. So if you're getting more of these, you're blowing $30, $45 for just 3 of these? Close to $50.
Dude, imagine if you have kids and you got like 4 kids and they all want the Minecraft kids meal. That's almost $100.
For this? Justify it.
That's crazy.
Disgusts me. It really genuinely does. I don't care how good the branding is. $15 for this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, the price, quite frankly. And it's over $15. I can't believe it, really. Anyway. There's the branding.
To be fair, that's the adult meal.
And like I
There's
said,
a kid's
I'll give
meal
the
that is
That
compliments
should have
where
that.
I think
that should better be
good.
gooey inside of
Minecraft
that.
at home.
Where I feel it necessary too. Money these days for a lot of us, you know how it is. To spend $15 for this. For what, a Big Mac meal? I just don't get it. Where's the justification to upcharge this compared to it? You're paying for the box, I guess, and the toy? I don't understand. I really don't. I'm totally lost. Branding is cool. I'll give credit where credit is due.
Look,
but
McDonald's wants you to pay more than you need to, but Zen doesn't. When it comes to high-quality Zen merch, you can get awesome, yet affordable merch from Otaku, Makeshift, Vitamin and the VShojo store. So chat, head over today and get your merch instead of an overpriced meal.
It's supposed to be a spicy sauce. It's a blend of crushed pepper and cayenne, as well as some garlic and sweetness to it as well. So it's supposed to be sweet and spicy with a little garlicky note. And you could get that with the McNugget meal, which is what I did. So, now let's unbox this and see what we have.
For that price I could go to a restaurant and get a more filling meal.
Suddenly bad by default or anything, but like I said, it is what it is. We've got the fries. We've got the nuggets. We've got this. And the sauce. Everything else is good as far as the branding and all of that is concerned. You can see they are going with the Minecraft theme, you know, with the blocks and all of that.
So the entire
else,
box is just themed.
So far, so good. Except for the price. But if you're a big Minecraft
I mean,
fan,
it's just print
it
though,
might
on the
not really
normal
matter
fucking
that much.
stuff.
You might say, well, it'll be worth it. And there's the sauce. Hope that's in focus. Okay, I guess this is the collectible. I have
Wait
no idea
until
what
you
this
hear
is.
him
I didn't
munch
even
on
research what the
these.
collectibles
They include
are, 'cause I
Minecraft
wanted
sounds
to
in
be
the
a little bit of a
box.
surprise myself. Has a sticker on the top. Minecraft movie. Let's open this up. And
$15 for a shitty hamburger makes me think I'm in a penguin game with Ruben.
well, I don't really care about defiling the poor thing, so there we go. It actually opened up easier than I thought. Something's wrapped up in there.
A boba.
A boba. Wait, is that actually the sandwich? Or what is that?
I feel like an idiot, but there's this. I guess it's supposed to be a block of sorts. Or is it supposed to be like a Minecraft-looking Big Mac? Is that what that's supposed to be? Or am I just grasping at straws here?
It's supposed to be a Minecraft Big Mac.
I don't know what that is. Or is it?
And you know
That's
what tastes
crazy.
way better and is free? Chat slips. So chat,
Okay,
head
no,
over
it
to
is.
chat
Okay.
and Gecko me today.
Okay,
Luckily
that's actually what it
supplies are
was.
not
I was just
limited,
taking a
so
shot
hop
the
in
dark,
your
but
local
this
Gecko
is
pile today and mean all.
Big Mac Crystal. It's cool how that's textured like that. Or not really textured, but has that glossiness.
I feel like the marketing team doesn't know what Minecraft is.
Zen. You don't understand. It's a Minecraft Happy Meal.
They
Look
just
at the
said,
pretty box.
hey, like
Look
we
at
know
the toy.
Minecraft
You
involves
can
blocks.
sell that for like
Just make the food a
$5
block.
in 10 years. This is an investment,
Crystal.
Zen. Nodders.
It's cool how that's textured like that. Or not really textured, but has that glossiness. What is it? What does the back read? What does this say? mined from the sea of special sauce.
Then, the writers of the movie didn't know what Minecraft
radiant
was.
Shine from melty cheese and a toasty sesame seed bun. Okay, there you go. So this is the collectible. This is supposed to be.
So is it
like
inside there? Oh.
Big Mac crystal. All right. There's the collectible. And now, really, I want to do a review of this sauce.
They advertise Minecraft
flame sauce,
by make a pixel cube with
is a sandwich
color
at
and a
least
bootleg
square?
Pokemon card.
And how the nuggets are, but let's see about this sauce.
Do they at least square off the sandwich or something? Or burger? It's chicken nuggets.
First, we will dip a fry.
Okay.
In the sauce.
Is it just ketchup? Spicy ketchup, I bet.
You know, this is genuinely spicy. To fast food standards, this is actually a genuinely hot sauce. Mostly tastes the cayenne. That is hitting full force. I am surprised. Yeah, a genuinely spicy sauce. And you know, I will try.
Oh, it's got cayenne peppers.
Claim to be ghost pepper this, spicy that, etc., etc.
Japanese McDonald's gets burger, fries and shake toys that transform into Evangelion units, and American McDonald's gets a square Minecraft burger. Smash.
From fast food standards, yeah, definitely spicy.
True.
Tastes full on that cayenne pepper. You don't really taste too much of the crushed pepper. Not really getting much of a sweet note.
The JP McDonald's team goes fucking ham on their advertisements.
Just heat. Hits immediately. Spicy aftertaste, sort of tingling a little bit. Yeah, if you like your hot sauce, you'll probably like this. Very heavily cayenne pepper based, which I would wager would go well with the nuggets. Let's find out. Yeah, pairs well.
As an American McDonald's worker, I'm jealous of my Japanese counterparts. Zenterman
Crispy exterior. Little spongy interior, but you know, it's fast food chicken, but not bad. Greasy, but again, the heat does pair well with the chicken. I couldn't see really putting this on a Big Mac. So in my opinion, if you want to get the meal, go with the McNugget variety and not so much the Big Mac, and pair it, you know, go all out. If you're going to get the meal, go all out. Get the Nether flame sauce, add that on. Get the McNuggets. At least you could dip those, you know, in the sauce. This sauce will not work on a Big Mac. It'll just be disgusting. But it works with the chicken McNuggets and the fries and all of that. So my advice, if you want to get the Minecraft movie meal,
there was a missed opportunity not making the chicken nuggets skull colored like in the game.
And pair it with this sauce, and just go all out in that regard. Pass on the Big Mac, and yeah, the branding is great. The collectible is, you know, it's themed after Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft, so it sort of goes over my head like that, but you know, the branding is.
I swear to God, I feel like he's just super into old-time stuff. I mean, like, look at the lamp and his collection back there. It's just old school things. So I think he's just really super hardcore into like all the classic stuff, which is really cool.
There. And I'm sure those that understand Minecraft and are big fans of it, you know, get the appeal. I hope they find it cool anyway. But the branding is on point, definitely. As you can obviously see, Minecraft logos and branding everywhere, so that's on point. Only complaint, honestly, the sauce isn't bad, spicy. Only complaint is the price. $15, despite all of this, is egregiously overpriced in my opinion.
You can get the Whataburger chicken strip meal with a large drink, large fries, and extra strip for $15.49.
I want to see him get really
Flinton
mad.
meal.
He got really mad at one of the foods. Hold on.
Hello everyone! This is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome one and all to this newest edition of the Running on Empty Food Review series. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. Thank you for checking in. Changing things up ever so slightly anyway. It's not to say that I haven't
Much
done
love.
reviews
Welcome
of
in and
Why
thank
you
you for
like
all you
Smeagol
do.
from Lord of the Rings?
But they aren't the most frequent occurrence, so it's always interesting when they have something new to the menu to offer anyway, and it's just a little bit of a change up, which can be exciting. This begs the question, however, how new is this item? And you might say, well, what do you really mean by that, Reviewbrah? Well, here's the thing. A couple days ago, Domino's made this big announcement talking about how they were adding new sides to their menu. Now, sure, it's not pizza or anything, but, you know, it's still something. And they were saying, we've got these 4 new types of loaded chicken, they said. It's going to be essentially
we'll be waiting
like
on
boneless
Michi.
chicken
I think
pieces,
she's in a meeting still.
and it's available with a variety of cheeses and toppings. It's supposed to be like a deluxe sort of side, available in either hot buffalo, sweet barbecue bacon, crispy bacon and tomato, or spicy jalapeno pineapple. Sounds interesting, but I was looking at this and I was thinking to myself, am I experiencing some sort of deja vu? Because this seems awfully familiar to me. I was looking at the flavors and I was looking at the concept. I was thinking, hasn't this been on the menu for at least like the last 10 years or so? And essentially what looks like they did is they merely took a side of theirs that I think they just called boneless chicken, and they essentially just renamed it to loaded chicken, and they added like maybe one new flavor to it, and they claimed, you know, that they tweaked a few ingredients around, but really, nothing's really new here. This has already been on the menu for, again, a good decade, and they just changed the name of it, essentially, and maybe 1 or 2 ingredients, I suppose just to try to drum up interest, and then act like this is just brand new, some sort of massive addition, when really it's
Nice
been
Christmas
there, but it's
tree.
forgotten for the most part. Anyway, I've never really reviewed the loaded chicken of theirs to begin with.
That's what I was
and,
gonna say.
We'll see if
It's the
any
night
good or
before
not.
Christmas and
A
I
lot of the
fucking
sides
love
from
that
Domino's
movie.
can be very hit or miss. There are a few that can be quite good, like the stuffed cheesy bread, for instance. That could be pretty
I
solid.
think he likes the gothic
But,
stuff
some
as
of these
well.
loaded items that I've had have been really bad, so we will see what happens. I decided, because this seems to be the one that they're promoting the most, to go with the loaded chicken in the hot buffalo variety. And what that entails, for the price of $8, you get 12 chicken bites. They are
Wait,
covered in
when was
buffalo
this?
sauce, ranch dressing, and then in a blend of
This was 2
mozzarella,
months ago.
cheddar,
No.
and feta cheese.
Well,
So it's supposed
actually,
to be, again, I wouldn't necessarily, to call it gourmet would pretty much be an insult to fine dining, but it's supposed to be more,
I guess
again,
this
of
was
like
probably near the end of December
more of a
then.
deluxe side than, you know, just some boneless wings or something. It's supposed
For
to
this
be a little
recording
bit of
anyway.
in an upper echelon compared to that, perhaps. We will see, right? The boneless chicken has, again, the buffalo sauce, the ranch, and then the cheese.
I want to see him get
$8
mad.
for it. Okay, here's where the
Angie.
fun begins. So, you know, standard box, right? Same old, same old. And I open it up because, you know, I always when I'm able to, I check the box to try to make sure.
Because he's always so calm and cool-headed, but I wouldn't see him get mad at something.
Not to judge a book by its cover. I think you could already see the thing looks burnt and dry right now, and this is like begging me not to judge a book by its cover. Yeah, this looks so much like the ad right here. You can see it's like it's all burnt and overcooked around the edges. Doesn't mean that it necessarily,
what the fuck are those?
Is going to be bad or anything, but it certainly does not look like how it's advertised as being. And it looks extremely dry too. I barely see any sauce. And like I said, I don't think it's supposed to be blackened to this extent.
I don't even know what that is.
So I think
I can't even tell by looking at it.
I think a tad too long, if you ask me. And
it's
maybe
chicken.
The sauce evaporated, right? We will see. But it certainly doesn't look all that great. Time will tell.
Bro, how do you kill a chicken that's already dead?
I'm gonna pick a piece of chicken and accompanying.
How do you overdo something that's already overdone? That's fucking crazy, bro.
And let's see if this is any good or not. The hot buffalo loaded chicken from Domino's going in. Almost looks diseased, in a sense. No, that wasn't. I'll take that back.
No, stick to your words, King. It looks terrible, just it's fine.
Just take a moment and look at the cross section right there real quick. Right, it's like all that is breading, and that's the chicken right there. I'll try this other stuff. I don't even know if this is just a combination. It's like a mix of breading and cheese, I guess. Not a fan.
Negative review.
Don't judge a book by its cover. There's truth to the saying, of course there is, and there's been many instances on this channel where there have been things that have looked initially unappealing that have actually turned out to be quite good. So I look at this, and it looks like a burnt, dry mess, and I know that Domino's, does have some sides that are pretty good. This is not one of them. And maybe the issue is merely individual preparation, but reviewing what I got, what I have here before me, this is not good at all. The weirdest thing here with this whole thing right now, this is definitely overcooked. 100% is. Most of the cheese is burnt.
It looked like it.
Or extremely dry.
Grandpa
it was
is
definitely
sad now.
Left in the
Who
oven,
the fuck made
probably
Grandpa
a minute
sad?
Too long. So most of the cheese you really can't even taste. For a 3-cheese blend, you could taste barely any of it. Maybe a tiny, tiny little bit of, maybe some of the mozzarella.
Back when I was a manager at Domino's, we would make
I'm
this for
pretty
our
sure
lunches.
he's a lot younger than
But
me.
we
cheese is
used
there, but
like
again, it's
3
just a sort
times
of,
the cheese that is on that
overcooked,
one.
burnt,
It
has
kept
this
the
rubbery
chicken
texture.
from drying
It's been in the
out.
oven for too long. The chicken is equally dry. It has a certain toughness to it as well. It's just, this has all the hallmarks of being overcooked. Hot buffalo is what this definitely isn't. I could tell you that right now, because there is no spice to this whatsoever.
Wait, he's 40?
Amusingly,
I don't think he's
what
40.
has survived,
I think he's like in his
seemingly
early
without
20s.
any sort of incident whatsoever is actually the ranch dressing. That's the one thing that seems to have survived unscathed. So, you know, I guess
He started doing his videos when he was super young.
Well, I was going to try to come up with some witty remark about ranch dressing, but I drew a blank right there, so you're left with
He
that
was like
instead.
literally a kid
The
when he
ranch dressing
started
did
doing the
survive, though.
videos.
The ranch, as a matter of fact,
Happy
is
birthday,
what there are
Tyler.
nice globs of right there. You know, I know it's not in focus. But
My
out on the tip of
disappointment
my
is
foot,
immeasurable
this is all
and my
ranch
day
dressing,
is
and
ruined.
I'm looking right down here. You know, there are many other just big globs of ranch dressing
We gotta
everywhere.
watch that video. I wanna
that
see
He
what
looks
might
young
made
be
him
because
say
he
one
that.
doesn't
thing
go
that
out
still
in the
seems to have
sun like a
remained
vampire.
a liquid and has remained unscathed through this all. But the buffalo sauce, there is really none to be found. I think it's there because you could obviously see in some of the cross sections a little bit of red pigmentation, but it's definitely not spicy in the least, and you definitely can't taste any of the buffalo sauce. You can't really taste any of the cheese. The chicken is dry. In some bites of the
Corgo
chicken, there's more breading
250,
than there
that's
is
from his
chicken in the
Popeyes
first
cheddar
place,
biscuit butterfly
and
shrimp
that certainly
vid.
does it no
Cinema.
favors. And then on top of it is just all this liquid ranch dressing, which it's just ranch flavored, overcooked.
Hi Zen.
Overcooked
59
and
months
otherwise
LFG.
dry chicken and
Zentreya,
cheese.
Zentreya,
Oi.
And that's
Zentreya.
it. And when the name of this is hot buffalo and not overcooked food smothered in ranch dressing, for $8, it's a waste of money, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of effort, and I really pity the raw ingredients here that were brought up and cultivated for the purpose of turning into this. What a waste. Complete and total waste. This is going right into the garbage as soon as the camera is turned off, because this is not enjoyable in the least. Now, I've had the boneless chicken before from Domino's. Not my favorite. Normally I won't really get it, but if I had to, I would, and, you know. I mean, I like my boneless wings. Definitely not amongst the best, I will say that, even when it's cooked properly. So again, more often than not, I will bypass the boneless wings and boneless chicken from Domino's, just again because of the chicken quality, and it seems just inferior to what you receive from a lot of other establishments. So it doesn't leave me particularly surprised, but even the regular boneless chicken is so much better than this. And obviously there are preparation errors at hand here, but the whole combination to begin with, something's just very wrong here, especially when it's called hot buffalo, and of course the emphasis is on spice. And
he said basic fucking chicken is better than whatever the fuck that is.
Essentially the cooling agent, the ranch dressing, again just smothering all this dry, flavorless matter, essentially. Yeah, there's nothing really good about this at all. So
if this were Gordon Ramsay, he would yell, swearing at this BS, and he would do another episode of Kitchen Nightmares at this Domino location. This is so ass-boneless chicken.
This was just
I don't think Gordon Ramsay would even eat
Bro's
it.
review is double roasting that chicken.
Is concerned, and you know that this isn't the norm now. Wouldn't be surprised if it is, though. But very disappointing. Not the first bad side that I've had from Domino's, I could tell you that, but yeah, I went into this, I opened up the box, I looked at it, and I thought, you know, I hope it's better than it looks. And it wasn't, so that's all that there really is to it there. $8 completely wasted. There are very few redeeming qualities, if any, when it comes down to this item. There's really nothing good to say about it. It's not enjoyable. It's a waste of your money. I took no pleasure in eating this whatsoever, and I'm not so much as going to take another bite out of this. So, this is downright bad. Out of 10, therefore, the
Disgusting.
Hot Buffalo loaded chicken from Domino's, one of the worst items I've had from them, probably. This might be worse than those loaded tots that I tried from them a couple years back, which were, I think that was the worst item from them that I've had at the time. But this really has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Even again, the ranch, it just doesn't work with anything. It clashes with everything here. It's just sort of gross. And like I said, there are no redeeming qualities to this. So out of 10, therefore, I can't really think. I try to be generous, but I can't really think of what. I guess that the ranch dressing survived. That's the only good thing to say about it. Aside from
Bro,
that,
stop, he's already
there's
dead.
Nothing. I'm gonna have to give this a 1 out of 10. As a result.
Damn, oh fuck. Not even a 3 or a 4, like straight down to A1.
Result. I was searching for any reason to give it a score higher than that, and I can't find one. So that's the rating that it has. There is nothing good about this at all. Nothing. Go with a more traditional side. If you really want to get, some Domino's, I would highly recommend the stuffed cheesy bread. That's still good. Get the bacon and jalapeno one.
1 out of 10 is still too
that's
high.
Quite pleasant, as a matter of fact. If you want to get chicken, I would just say get the regular wings, the regular buffalo wings, or just get the regular boneless chicken if you want, with some dipping sauce on the side. I think your odds of success would be higher than whatever this mess is supposed to be. They tried. I know what they were trying for here. They tried and they failed miserably.
Geez, really fucking with him on that, huh? He went fucking off on them, on that one dude. He was pissed. Holy.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Hey Zen, have you and the geckos watched Too Many Cooks yet?
Not familiar with that. Not familiar.
Check it out, just trust me.
Where?
Adult Swim era.
What is that
Great
one he
shit.
did? With him reacting with that, my day is ruined.
Hello everyone, this
Oh boy.
is Running on Empty Food Review. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Happy 4th of July. That's at least the date that I'm filming this, and that's when I hope to get this up. It's the late afternoon, early evening of 4th of July. I can actually smell kind of the charcoal from barbecues in the air. It's a nice, comfortable afternoon, and I got Popeyes. There was no one there. I was the only person that went and got Popeyes, so I don't know. I guess everyone already got their Popeyes, because that's what everyone eats on the 4th of July. But I wanted to get this item done.
Shit.
I originally wanted to review this item last Sunday. I just wasn't feeling well that day, understandably, and I had to put
Check
it
out
off.
Joe is
So I decided,
hungry,
well,
he's
alright, I'm going to get it
unimpressed.
taken care of today. They're still open as far as I understand. So that's what I decided to do, and that's where we stand right now. So today's review is for the Popeyes Cheddar
I done went
Biscuit
to the
Butterfly
McDonald's, they
Shrimp.
done told me the
And
system was down, my flint and
They
meal is
release
gone,
these
my
every
day
so
is
often,
ruined.
the Butterfly Shrimp. And admittedly, this is one of my favorite items from Popeyes. I mean, it just is. They always do these so nicely. I always usually rate these highly, and this is one of my favorite things from Popeyes, so I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, I remember these butterfly shrimp, they just have a certain way with it, where they're just able to have it so tender. It's always so good, and I'm always looking forward when they ever release a new type of butterfly shrimp, because I usually know when it comes to Popeyes, even though the chicken has kind of gone down the hill a bit, usually they still manage to do these butterfly shrimp pretty good. So I kind of got some high hopes for this one. Now this is their cheddar biscuit butterfly shrimp, okay? This is your standard butterfly cut shrimp, though it does have a little bit of butterfly meat, around 8% or so in there. It also has a cheddary biscuit coating. So I guess it's supposed to have the biscuit-like, to maybe have a little bit of a butteriness and breadcrumb type of coating. And then the cheddar, of course, to have a little bit of cheesiness to it as well. So that's the unique thing about this, the coating, the cheddar biscuit coating. They only sell it in a meal, of course. It seems to be standard procedure now from Popeyes. And, well, they only sell it in a meal in a little box like so. You know, you can see it there. And you have to get this with a side. I got it with fries. It also comes with a biscuit and some new sauce of theirs. Some ghost pepper jelly sauce. I always kind of shake my head when it comes to these ghost pepper sauces. It's a joke, you know. They're not actually going to put any ghost pepper in it. You'd be dying, truth be told. So it's just in a name, but I guess it's supposed to have a little bit of a spice to it anyway. Here's the box. You can see in all its box-like glory. There it is. And there's me kind of looking at the box rather inquisitively. You can see in it fries, some of the shrimp buried underneath said fries, and there's a biscuit right over there. So you can see everything's included. It's, you know, a nice little selection of fatty foods, and this is available for the price of $5. Alright. Well,
damn, bro, chill.
I guess we'll just try the shrimp first. Now, you could eat all of the shrimp, mind you. This is an interesting thing about these. You could even eat the tail, too. That's one thing that I find interesting about Popeye's shrimp. But anyway, I'm just going to try them. I'm going to eat them plain first, and then I'll try them. After I give an initial assessment, I'll try them with the sauce. And we'll go from there. I'm looking forward to this. It is the cheddar biscuit. I think that's what it's called, right? I want to make sure. Yep, the cheddar biscuit butterfly shrimp from Popeyes going in.
He's gonna cry. He looks like he's going to cry. What the fuck?
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. For those of you who don't know, Burger King a couple months back bought out Popeyes, and for those of
for a lot of the people who understood and knew what was going on, there was some protest about it. Because it seems lately, Burger King is like the opposite of King Midas, you know, where everything he touched turned to gold in the story. With Burger King, everything they touch is just garbage, and it's terrible. And as soon as they brought Popeyes, I had a sad feeling, and I thought to myself, they're going to ruin this chain, aren't they? And that's exactly what they're doing. Just like everything else that they touch, really. They ruin it. It's terribly disappointing what I'm tasting here. It really is. These butterfly shrimp from Popeyes were my favorite thing from the menu. I kid you not. When they would release them, I would go their special for it. Now, the chicken used to be, I mean, on its own, good. But these butterfly shrimp were something else. I mean, they were so tender, they had a butteriness to them, they just melted in your mouth. Oh, it was so good. I try these. And no sauce is going to fix this atrocity. None. This comes down to the quality of the meat itself. The perfect shrimp really should just be really melt in your mouth. These are chewy. And that's disgraceful. It really is. And it brings it down from something that was excellent now to below average. It's not terrible, mind you. They're edible.
He was looking forward for Popeyes.
But when you're used to
until
expecting
the immeasurable disappointment and the day is
these
ruined
excellent quality shrimp, the best from a fast food place, and now you bite into it, and they're all just chewy and rather lackluster in terms of flavor. It's such a terrible, terrible disappointment, ladies and gentlemen, when this was such a good item, and you're trying it again, and now it's essentially a piece of garbage. So I hope you can imagine my disappointment when I know likely it's never going to go back to what it once was, and it's a terrible disappointment, folks. It really is. You know, just texturally, they're lacking in flavor. A lot of that butteriness is gone. They're not even, you know, melt in your mouth anymore. It's the best way to describe them. They're just chewy now. They're chunky, and it's a terrible disappointment. They have a real fishy taste to them now. It's such a disappointment, folks. It really is. In terms of that outer coating that they like to flaunt around
Literally
now, where they
shit.
say it's got the cheddar biscuit, I couldn't really taste any of the biscuity-ness of it. I could taste a little bit of that cheddar cheese blend in there, which is nice and all, but at the same time, the meat has to be quality too. So it's a disappointment. It really is. You know, it's something. This was my favorite item on the menu there, and to see them ruin this too, it's sad. You might be saying, well, you know, maybe the Popeyes that you go to is just a bad one, right? As a matter of fact, I went to a different one today. I actually did. I went to a different Popeyes, a completely new one, and this is the product here. And it's such a disappointment, as I said many a time now. This is an item that I held in such high regard, and to see them do this to it, it's crushing. You know, it's sad. It's really sad, to be quite honest. We'll try the ghost pepper jelly. You can see it's got a redness to it there, a pool of red. And we'll see. But really, when it comes to, maybe it'll add a little bit of flavor to it, you know? But when it actually comes to the quality of the meat itself and the texture thereof, a sauce is only going to do so much, you know, so we'll try a little bit here.
Pretty sure the joy is supposed to be for the biscuit.
The sauce is good and all. Keep that in mind. The sauce itself is a nice little contradiction of sweet jelly, really, like a sweet little jam, you know. And then it has this real spiciness. Now, it's nothing like a ghost pepper, you know. If it was a ghost pepper, forget it. I'd be bawling my eyes out right now and probably vomiting it up on the floor. So that's not obviously what it really is. But it does have a nice little spiciness that kind of does add a little bit of flavor to it. But when the issue is the texture and quality of the meat, as I said, sauce is only going to do so much. Now it's still subpar quality meat with a little bit of sweetness and spiciness to it, and that's it. It's the same disappointment there, you know. So overall, I'm disappointed. I really am, you know. This is such a good dish, and to see it just sink down in terms of quality, it's saddening. It really is. This costs you $5. I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you've tried their butterfly shrimp in the past, because it's just sad and it's disappointing to see it just sink down so much. So I'm disappointed. Popeyes, please fix it. Get your act together, please. You once had a very good menu with very good items, and now you're stooping down to the level of KFC. So I beg of you, please do something about this, because it's such a shame to see something just sink down so low in terms of quality. Out of 10, therefore, I'm going to be giving this, the cheddar biscuit butterfly shrimp, I'm going to give it a 4.8 out of 10, because it's still edible, but it's definitely on the lower end in terms of quality. Sad to say. It really is, and it's disappointing. I kind of saw this coming, but it's always, when you really see it happen, it always hits you hard. It really does. On one final note, since the review is wrapped up, and I'm just going to take a minute with this, I wanted to just emphasize a point that I said this a while back, but I wanted to just, you know, say it again. Sometimes with this channel, you know, I guess the best way to say it is, you know, sometimes I might not be feeling well, or I might just be having a bad day or whatnot. I just wanted to thank all of you who really do care about and support this channel. Those of you who are the loyal fans and viewers, I just wanted to say thank you. Your help, your support, your kindness, and even your constructive criticism and feedback really helps this channel out so much. You give me the motivation, the inspiration, and the morale to keep doing this channel, no matter what, so I just wanted to say thank you. I'm always so thankful for your support and your help, and I really mean it, and I just wanted to emphasize that, because I always have been thankful, and I always will be. So thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this review. Disappointing, to say the least, but hey, there's many more reviews to come, and let's keep those fingers crossed that we'll have a good item next time. Thank you all for watching and consuming this content. Take care. I'm your host, the Report of the Week, and today's review is for the cheddar biscuit butterfly shrimp from Popeyes. Take care and have a happy 4th of July.
Holy, so I finally got to see the meme. Ah, finally.
Dun 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 dun.